So far I think we're failing the gnome hunt. I don't know, I don't feel like we're supposed to be back here, but...
Hi, we're Dennis and Michelle.
As we approached an empty nest, we dreamed of the day when we could travel more.
But then we decided we should stop thinking about traveling and start actually doing it.
We are transitioning to full-time travel by first going on day trips, weekend camping trips, and sometimes even longer trips.
So come along with us as we take a trip together.
So we're at East Park, which is on the southern edge of Little Traverse Bay. We camped last night at Petoskey State Park, had a great time.
Yeah, it was so dark and quiet.
Yeah. You can, if you haven't seen our last video, we'll link to it. It's about our first day there.
Yeah, we'll definitely be heading back there. We love this area, and that state park was really nice.
Oh, it slept great.
Yeah.
The state park is way down there at that end.
Where the sand is?
Yep. And then this is all Little Traverse Bay here. Harbor Springs is straight across just about. And then you head out to Lake Michigan, the big lake, as people say.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight.
So what are we doing today?
I don't remember the name of the place.
I set you up. So what are we doing today?
We are headed to Pond Hill Farm, which is in, well, it's kind of in the Harbor Springs area.
Yeah, it's about 5 miles from Harbor Springs.
Yeah. So the thing I am the most excited about with the Pond Hill Farm is the Gnome House Hunt.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
I think that'll be cool.
Yeah, apparently there's some hiking trails, and you go around and you find these little gnome houses, and they have a code, and if you get all of them, you turn them in for something, some sort of prize.
It's probably for kids, but we'll have fun with it.
We're just big kids.
You get to pick. Good.
Ready to go?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Forgo, give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now just to be with you somehow.
So far I think we're failing the gnome hunt. I don't know, we saw a number over here, but it seems, I don't know, I don't feel like we're supposed to be back here, but we saw the number 2 on the barrel and thought maybe it was a sign that there's a gnome house here, but we didn't see it. So this looks like a gnome house.
But now we know what a gnome house kind of looks like.
Okay, so we finally found gnome house 1, which is what we were just looking at. So
we haven't missed any.
now we realize there are signs on the trail that tell you where to look for each gnome house.
Yes.
And then you go off the trail to find it. Just like the instructions said.
Did it say there were signs on the trail?
I think so.
Oh, wow. Here's another one, Gnome House 2. And I see the house. This one's bigger.
The back pond house. Looks like it might be under that tree over
Unexpected
there.
love was found.
So this is pretty cool. This doesn't cost anything.
Oh.
They just let you on the farm, and you can kind of wander around the trails, and they have a cafe and a little store. Sells all kinds of different things, from raw honey, maple syrup,
Farm fresh products.
Yeah, very cool
salsa,
place.
Chips and salsa.
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
And you can just wander around the farm.
Yeah, and then they have a winery and a brewery and a cafe and animals to feed.
Yep.
It said there was a squash chuck or something. It looks
Oh.
like you can actually put squash and, like, you know, chuck them.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll find out.
We'll have to check that out too.
Yeah. Okay, Gnome House 3, looks like we gotta go off trail a little bit more.
The Pioneer Gnomes.
The Pioneer Gnomes.
And it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid.
Peek inside.
Okay, go for it.
I'm scared. You can actually get in there if you were a kid.
Oh yeah.
I could get in there, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
Okay, we need a letter.
And I've come out here to say that I love.
We just saw the 5th gnome house, and we have 5 letters, and I'm pretty sure I know what the whole secret phrase is. But if you've ever been to the gnome house, leave a comment below and let me know how many letters it took you to figure out the secret phrase.
You should be on Wheel of Fortune.
Yes, because there's 12 letters, and I think I have it with 5. You know, this whole thing is a neat way to get kids to want to get out and hike.
Oh yeah. That's a great idea.
Yeah, make it more interesting for them.
Nope. You hear that, state parks and national parks?
That I love you. Ooh, ooh, you. Ooh, ooh. So slow. Hold you in my.
I did not have the answer correct. Actually, I came up with 2 incorrect answers before. I think I now know what it is, but we have 1 left to confirm it. So I was wrong.
Who came up with our current theory?
I think I did. You came up with the last one. Yeah.
No.
Yes. No. Rewind the tape.
Arms won't let go. The world around could pass us by. A thunderstorm.
We finished the gnome hunt. No, excuse me, we finished the gnome house hunt.
Yeah, it was really fun.
It was, what did you say? It was like a mile and a half?
I think it said 1.4.
Okay, so yeah, it was a nice little hike. It was mostly pretty easy hiking, flat and so forth, but there was, at the very end, there was a pretty steep hill.
Right, going up to the top of a hill that they have a vineyard planted on.
That kind of wraps up our time here. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you can definitely spend a few hours here.
And it's free. Except unless you buy something, of course.
There is the farm fresh shop, like we were saying. It is a local farm, so I would definitely recommend that you try to support them financially.
Yep, for sure. It's a great place for all ages.
And it said it's open year round.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the thing is, its location is partway onto the Tunnel of Trees. So if you come in the fall, when the fall colors are all really vivid and everything, the Tunnel of Trees is super busy. But Google Maps took us around the majority of the tunnel and then just snaked us back in, and boom, we were at the farm. So if you look at Google, you should be able to figure out, if it doesn't automatically route you that way, you should be able to figure out a way to get in and not have to be in the long lines of cars for the...
Right.
But if you've never seen the Tunnel of Trees, you may want to do that too. So.
Yeah, it's pretty. You know,
It is pretty. So maybe come during the week, not on a weekend.
That's
the
our
fall.
advice for the tunnel, for sure. Come on a weekday. All right.
So anyway, yeah, we would recommend this.
You're the rose in a garden.
This looks amazing. It smells good.
This is from. Oh, go ahead.
Guacamole, black bean burger, lettuce, tomato, onion, and pickle. And the bun looks amazing. P.S. I don't know what.
It's from the Paper Station
Oh,
Bistro.
Paper Station.
We're at Zorn Park in City Beach here in Harbor Springs, eating our delicious black bean burgers from Paper Station Bistro.
Very good.
It's delicious.
A little bit expensive, a little bit pricey, but
Yeah, but I think it was worth it. We needed it.
we needed it for sure. And it's not It tastes like something that they actually made, the patty, and it's very healthy tasting.
Right.
It's very good. The avocado sauce was warm and
Oh, yeah.
delicious.
We wrapped up our day in Harbor Springs by doing a little window shopping and visiting a local craft gallery. Our time in the Petoskey Harbor Springs area has come to an end. For now, anyway. I'm sure we'll be back. Like we said before, this is one of our favorite areas in northern Michigan to visit. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you'll know right away when we release a new video. You won't want to miss a video as we head to more state parks in Michigan, as well as a couple of national lake shores. Let the adventure begin.
Say